Hello everyone, I am Preeti, working as an assistant professor in RPIIT Technical and Medical Campus Bastara, Karnal. Today we will discuss about skeleton system. So first start with composition of skeleton system. Skeleton system composed of bones, cartilage, joints, ligaments. Next is functions of skeleton system. First function is support, hard framework that supports and anchors the soft organs of the body. Next is protection, surrounds organs such as the brain and spinal cords. Next is movement, allow for muscles attachment, therefore the bones are used as levers. Next is storage. Minerals and lipids are stored within bone materials. Next is blood cell formation. The bone marrow is responsible for blood cell production. Next is bone markings. Bone surface is not smooth but shows bone markings which reveal where muscles, tendons, and ligaments attached, nerves and blood vessels pass. Bone markings may be projections or processes. Next is depression or cavities. Structures. First is compact bone. Compact bone is outer layer of bone, very hard and dense. Next is organized in structural units called Havinson systems. Next is matrix is composed of calcium salt, calcium carbonate and calcium phosphate. Oocytes, living bone cells that live in matrix called oocytes. Porous and spongy bones. Porous and spongy bones located in the end of the long bones. Many spaces that are filled with red bone marrow which produce bone cells. Next is spongy bones. Trabeculate needles like thread of spongy bones that surrounded the spaces add strength to this portion of the bone. Next is cartilage. Matrix is a firm gel with choroidocytes suspended in the matrix. Classification of bones. Long bone. Typically long bone then wide, have a shaft with heads at both ends, contain mostly compact bones. Example is femur, humerus. Next is short bones. Generally short bone is cube shaped bones, contain mostly spongy bones. Example carpals or tarsals. Next is classification of bones on the basis of shape. First is long bone, second is short bone, third is flat bone, fourth is irregular bone. Classification of bone. First is flat bone. Flat bone is thin and flattened, usually curved, thin layer of compact bone around a layer of spongy bone. Example skull, ribs, sternum. Next is irregular bone. Irregular shape bone is irregular in shape, do not fit into other bone classification categories.